Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 40 of the All Things Nerdy podcast. We're almost at the halfway point to 100. That's insane. We're here today joined by John, aka Blind Tech, Shane, aka Shadowbase, and myself, Jason, aka Samaroni. And this is Collab 2 with AMV God.
Going
Collab 2.
on.
Welcome back to the podcast, man.
Thank you, brother.
Sorry, I dozed off for a minute. What was this about a collab too?
Yeah, so the first time we collaborated with AMV God was in episode 14, which I remember from a few months ago that you said that you watched all the podcast episodes before you started being a host so that you know what to expect.
Yes, I have, and hopefully my brain does not pull a thing and say, "Don't forget most of the information."
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
And and throughout this month of July, the buddies did a merch collaboration with Team Ghost Trick for the 4th anniversary. Which, speaking of that, regardless of whose side you bought merch from, thank you for doing so. It is very much appreciated.
Exactly.
Yeah. And speaking of that, if you're watching this in July of 2026, you have a few days left to use code anniversary to get yourself 50% off plus free shipping, and then after that, members only.
To get awesome merch like that? Oh wait, I don't have the shirt on me.
Damn, I get Adidas merch like that? That's crazy.
Adidas merch is wild.
I have Adidas clothes on except for the hat.
You have a Nike hat, and funny you have an Adidas
No,
shirt.
you are close.
That's Trojan.
I have an Adidas
hat.
bucket hat and a.
I said Trojan.
I have a pair of Adidas shoes, which I have Converses by me right now.
Wait, a bucket? So Jason, you could say you've got a bucket on your head.
Haha.
This is a bucket hat.
Oh, I thought you were gonna pull an actual bucket.
Yeah, no, I don't wear actual buckets. I would do it for shits and giggles for a video, though, but I don't have a bucket to wear.
Man, disappointed.
Man, fuck you.
Man, fuck you.
No, fuck you.
Fuck you too.
Fuck you. You're on top of me.
I
on
said
my
it
end.
first, so
This is
you're the
why I
most
looked
fucked.
up. Oh, you're saying I'm the most fucked? I have a trick you would never expect. Now watch this.
Oh, shit.
The 5 middle fingers, boy. Anyways.
These two are just... Amy God and Jason are just going on and off. John's just doing whatever. I'm just staring off in the space going like... It's the computer dial-up sound effect going... Beep.
Pretty much.
I found a podcast on my iPad.
And also, the fact that Sean's episode is the new most popular, that is fucking insane.
Again, I can tell you why. The Shade Tales fans have found me again. Because of course they did.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same case for when we do a Horsey collab, which we can neither confirm nor deny if it will happen, but it is a possibility. Same case with Sin for Toast, Icy Lights, and Cobalt Puppy. But it was confirmed that we're collaborating with Lou Adventures for episode 42 and Demon Lord Tank for 43. As for everyone else, we're not 100% sure yet. And we may collab with Summer and Winter again, but with the possibility of both of them being in the podcast. So it all depends on how things go for the teased collab ideas, which we can neither confirm nor deny if it will happen. Nevertheless, if you would like to give us a recap on the origin of the name, the origin on how Team Ghost Trick became a thing, and how you came up with the name AMV God, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I appreciate it, buddy. Let's see. Me and my friend Hatter he brought it to my attention. He wanted to make a group channel, and he was like, "Okay, you go figure out the name. Go figure this out." I was like, "Okay, cool." And then I just was like, Yu-Gi-Oh, why not? And then Ghost Tricks came up because they're little ghosts that like to play pranks on people. And then that's what we started doing Among Us pranking videos. I'm like, Team Ghost Trick, add that all together. And then as for AMV God, that's a story. I was like middle school, made my channel. It was the God before anything. And I had this like huge AMV maker when I started making AMVs. He's like, don't use that name, use this name instead. And it just kind of stuck a little bit.
Yeah, I honestly did not expect to hear that part in the AMV part of the story, but I pretty much expected the Ghost Trick origin story, which
Yeah.
to Shane and John was not a host at the time we did episode 14, which I can give a recap on how we met. So we're friends with this content creator by the name of Misfortunate, which I do want to invite her to an episode of the podcast someday, just not 100% sure when yet. But he and I met through Misfortunate at the time, MRS, eh, just to clarify, but she hosted a horror show event to where it was Jeopardy, but it was horror movie based. And he and I were competing against each other at the time, which we both got VIP as her way to show appreciation for it. And I was like, alright, I'm gonna do the best that I can. And then we pretty much became friends after the event, which I was surprised that I got third place, which I expected to get last because I was like, there's not much that I know about the horror movies that are there.
Right.
And this man somehow got last place. I don't know how he did, but he did.
Listen, man, I thought I knew horror. It's okay. I'm a disgrace to the horror fans,
Yeah, the last horror movie that I watched was Sinners, but if you don't count, but if you think that Sinners isn't horror, then it would be Terrifier, which they're both Sinners. I can understand why people say that it is the best horror film of 2025, which it's vampire horror, and Terrifier, fucking gruesome, but enjoyable.
Fun later this year.
Yeah, Terrifier 3 was ass, I ain't gonna lie. Which I am excited for 4, but there's a good chance that's gonna get delayed because of the legal drama with the franchise.
Oh, yeah, true.
And from when we were explaining the origin names, I yeah, B was there and the Dreaded Shadow was there at the time we were friends with him, but then later that year, the Dreaded Shadow got called out for his controversial behavior, which long story short, he's a racist degenerate, which is why we're not friends with him anymore. And from when I first gave that recap, Shane's reaction, he made a surprised look on his face, and this was his exact words. He said, "Oh, I can tell he and I would not get along."
True.
Fair.
And as for John, I've been friends with him for 10 years, which, long story short, we met in middle school.
Yep.
And from when we were doing 24 hours together, part 1, the first thing that we did was that we went to the AMC theater that is in Tampa to go see Mortal Kombat 2, which, speaking of that, you can see the Shao Kahn helmet on my shelf,
Hell yeah.
which I honestly
Sorry, I
think
had to
that this
squint a
is...
little close for that. Where is it I'm looking at?
He's pointing right at it.
Hang on. You can see that.
Curse my camera! Curse my camera! This is what I get for filming on my phone.
Hey, you can see that.
Yeah, you can
he's
get a
got
better
this-
look
yeah.
on John's camera, but it is a badass Shao Kahn helmet. Would I say that's the best Shao Kahn helmet? It's up
Okay.
there. It's up there for which helmet I would say is the best one, because the best one belongs to Mortal Kombat 9. No questions asked.
You can see the Yoshi popcorn holder thing behind it.
Yeah, speaking of that, he's chilling right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Chilling behind it. Chilling behind my Mortal Kombat popcorn bucket.
Yeah, which I'm honestly
You got-
curious on what Spider-Man No Way Home is going to do for popcorn buckets, which, to put this into perspective, we're recording this July 5th at the time of recording, so this means that we're doing Phasmophobia tomorrow, which we already did it at the time this podcast episode is out.
Wait, we did? Did I miss a meeting?
Yeah.
No, you didn't miss a meeting. And why I'm clarifying this is because it's July 25th at the time this episode comes out.
July 5th, not 25th.
Yeah. So
yeah, you're going
20
way
days.
too in the future there, bub.
Yeah, Shane's going way too far into the future, which I have been coming up.
Hold on. If I'm going too far in the future, wait, what am I about to say right now?
You would have told us what's happening about the future.
Yeah, and you want to know something that I was surprised about from last month? Yeah. So sometime around last year, before Stranger Things Season 5 came out, I predicted we were going to get Season 5 as an IP for Halloween Horror Nights. I predicted it.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lo and behold.
I don't know how I predicted that, but I did. And it was the same case with Fatal Fury before the Game Awards, and guess what? Fatal Fury won. And I'm predicting it's going to be Invincible versus next.
So what I'm hearing is you're going to give me the lottery numbers real quick. I need them lottery numbers real quick.
The lottery numbers is crazy.
Yeah, give me the lottery numbers right now. Right now, sir.
Yeah, I'm in the Matrix right now because I can predict things before it is confirmed. Which I'm just I'm just a speculating guy, and I somehow can predict things correctly. I don't know how I can, but I can.
In that case, Jason, what am I gonna say next?
You're gonna make a D's nuts joke?
Haha! Take that! I never do these nuts jokes.
Yeah. And when it comes to Mindstorm Creations Media, I did give the logos for the projects a redesign, which for the individual members of the Squad of Heroes, I'm not changing them because I'm happy with how they look, but the Dragon Slayer logo is gonna change because I don't like the way that it looks. And whether or not if I'll come up with more IPs is a whole other question on its own. Like, matter of fact, I'm not 100% sure if other writers that I'm friends with who would be teaming up with me for Mindstorm Creations Media would want to come up with IPs. Like, let's say, for example, if Shane wanted to make an IP for Mindstorm Creations Media.
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's why that on my angle I pointed at you and used you as an example for who could think of a Mindstorm Creations Media IP that is not me.
I see.
I'm just gonna go get my water bottle filled up real quick.
No worries, man.
Not that we're quick enough.
You're good, bud.
Yeah, how's things been since we've last done the first collab?
Well, I've had up and down. I'm gonna be completely honest. I was talking to some community members. I had a little bit problems with mental health, so I've been kind of just working on myself recently, losing weight, lifting the weights, all that good stuff. But other than that, the channel's been soaring. We're hitting 824 subs.
Let's go.
We've been able to play test a couple of games. We've play tested new fan-made Yu-Gi-Oh games, some new horror games, and stuff like that. And all around has built an amazing community, and I can't thank everybody enough for showing love to the channel.
Yeah, what games have you been playing when it comes to the horror ones? Because I haven't beaten Bramble the Mountain King yet, but I do plan on attempting to beat it this year. And Resident Evil 2 and Choo Choo Charles is in the list of games that I do want to replay.
No, that's fair. No, this is from an indie dev. It's called Unpossessed and Unpossessed 2. It's a game based on The Exorcist. So you're just going around exorcising demons. It's like Phasmo, but at the end you need to exorcise the demon.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I gotta sit up, my back was bad.
I thought he was saying saggy.
I ain't saggy. You're saggy.
My sister's voice got picked up on my mic, which it does suck that which, to put this into perspective, I'm gonna show this real quick. I have screens. I don't have a physical door.
Yeah, well, you don't so.
Saggy? Wait, is my beard sagging?
No.
Oh no! Oh wait, I trimmed my beard. I can't sag.
Yeah, I'm growing my beard. I trim my mustache because, well, no, I shave my mustache because it's a bitch to trim with a razor.
See, that just sounds like a skill issue to me.
I'm back.
Man, we're all still in puberty, all right? Shut up.
Sorry that I'm 25. Leave me alone.
God damn it, man! I'm 22. Soon.
Oh, you're my. Oh, you're my brother's age. You're my brother's age. Perfect.
I'm also, but I'm 22. But you're gonna be turning 22 by August.
Yeah, I turned 22 next month.
Hell yeah, you fucking.
That's what I'm saying. August. Okay. I know it's next month. I'm just saying August, like the month you were born on.
Exactly.
Wow, what a good. Sorry, I don't know if you heard that, but I guess someone thought it was a good time to call me. Have to call me from my phone. Perfect.
Okay.
I did not hear that.
We didn't hear it, so you're good.
Dang it, I called myself out.
Yeah, why did you call yourself out like that?
I don't know. It was
Exactly.
Yeah, I have a menace way on how I control someone.
Oh, he's turned sideways. Oh, there we go.
He did.
He did for a little bit. He's back.
Yeah, I got him both of them.
Hey, what?
I was troll calling John. I was gonna hang up after he saw that I was gonna call him. Not to. It was.
Once I hear the sound of my MacBook, since I'm using wired earbuds, it calls everything. It calls my phone, iPad, and my Mac.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mac, but I don't have it on me.
Oh no, sideways.
Yeah. And as we're recording this episode, Ben, aka B Major, is having a family event, which next time we see him in the podcast as a host, it would be the last time that we'll see him as a host, which we're not 100% sure who we would want to invite to be the fourth host of exactly yet. But as for after B steps away from being a host, after he does one more episode as a host, Shane's camera frame is changing to yellow, which we can neither confirm nor deny if.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
All right, let me finish. As I was saying, after Shane's camera frame turns yellow after B steps away from being a host, we can neither confirm nor deny if we would want to invite him to an episode, let alone a collab one at that, like we're doing now.
Well, if you want a new host suggestion, I suggest we get Markiplier to be the new host.
Isn't he the host? Isn't he one of the 3 hosts of Distractable?
Your point?
Yeah.
Let him be host of both. Why not?
Yeah, I gave Stormio the offer, but he said no thanks. Yeah, whether or not if Angel would want to be a host is a whole other question on its own.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
That would.
But this would mean that Shane would be the honorary Floridian if that happens.
I can't tell if that's an honor or an insult.
It's an honor if you think about it, because
sure, I say as I heard the stories of being Floridian. No offense.
None taken.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go. No way, he's right.
You're wrong.
I guess you're going on the philosophy. I guess we're going on the Danny DeVito philosophy of I'm smart, you're dumb. I'm big, you're little. I'm right, you're wrong. There's nothing you can do about it.
And then next thing you know, Peter Dinklage walks in the room. That was a joke, just to clarify.
Fair enough.
I'm sure they got it.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, coming to think about it, from when the question was brought up a few episodes ago, who is a well-known individual that you would want to invite to the podcast someday? Which I can name a couple depending on what perspective we look at. Because if it's somebody in the movie industry, either David Howard Thornton or Damien Leone. In the music industry, Baby No Money. And for
I'm gonna be confused on that.
What do you mean by that?
No, I'm just gonna be like, you're gonna be gushing over of that musician. I'll just be like, oh hey, yeah.
He's like, yeah, I don't know what songs you play, but yeah, go ahead, man.
Honestly, he gets it.
The one person I would like to invite to the podcast is one of my high school friends, which he is a rapper. He makes his own music.
Oh shit! Yeah, what's his name? I want to listen to his music.
Let me find his Instagram.
I have a guest you could put on the podcast.
You.
John Cena.
My mom.
No.
John Cena.
Let me change my camera real quick.
I don't know if that was serious or if that was a joke.
Yes.
Oh,
there's his brother.
That's his username right there. I don't know.
Hang on, I'm gonna
Unidroid official.
Alright, I took a photo so that I have it for later.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll drop a follow after the podcast episode recording.
Do that.
Let me gotta fix my camera real quick. There you go.
All right, bud.
And
And the camera's
Oh,
up. And the camera's back on.
Yep. I was in. Yeah, my camera's in the wrong spot editing wise temporarily, but it's all good now.
Okay. Good job.
Yeah. And
Oh, sorry, I didn't know we were acknowledging the tribal chief.
wait, what?
You don't? Okay.
Why I was pointing up is because you're on top of me on my end. I can do
Oh.
the same bit as I did with Ben. Fuck you.
Fuck you, buddy.
What the fuck is in your hand?
It's a napkin. I've been eating shrimp while we're recording.
Sure. He's eating shrimp. He's.
you got some cocktail sauce on your in your hand.
No, man, I got my napkin. Ugh. Anyway.
I think I found someone more over the top than me, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah, wait until I get to voice acting and then say that again later on.
Hey, guess what, Jason? I've also been voice acting.
Oh shit, really? For what?
Yeah. So I haven't got any roles yet, but I've been trying voice acting.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out which I have a good cast idea for the Mirrorgate universe, but as for other projects for Mindstorm Creations Media, that's something I'm still trying to figure out. Which, if for the experience, for example, I'm thinking of doing a trilogy.
Okay.
The trilogy.
And as for renovation, I'm thinking 4 parts, which I'm pretty sure, which I would love to collaborate with Ad Hoc Studios to bring the idea of a RPG to life, if it was to be an RPG.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah. And I have a good idea on who I can see being the voice of Ryan Moonson, also known as Azrael, given the idea of his character. Which, to put this
Wait, who'd you say? Sorry, w'd you say for the voice?
I didn't say the
No, he was just saying the
name
character's name, but he hasn't said the voice actor.
yet.
Okay.
Yeah, to put the simple perspective on the character idea, he's somebody who wants to help out as many struggling survivors as possible, but when he's fighting against demons from the underworld because they are attacking a safe haven or they're just in the wild, he knows how to fight back because he's somebody who has done his research and has been preparing for this post-apocalyptic age during the events of the story. And the voice actor idea that I thought of is Troy Baker, which is a choice you can never go wrong with.
No, you can.
That's fair. That's fair. Troy Baker is king.
Yep.
Exactly.
You want to know who else is king? Matthew Mercer. That's going to be hard to argue against.
No, yeah, actually.
My personal choice for Raphael in a Ninja Turtles cartoon.
Matt Mercer?
Fair enough.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I think that would be a good casting choice. And
you should have heard my other choices.
Yeah, I remember you said Alex Lee for Mikey.
Well, now that's changed.
It's changed?
It's changed.
Yes.
What did it change to?
Zeno Robinson.
I don't know who that is.
You seen the watch the Owl House. The guy's name Hunt. He plays a character named Hunter.
Yeah, and from when you mentioned Steve Bloom as Green Goblin, from when I heard his laugh, I was fucking terrified, bro. I was like, how is Steve Bloom's laugh this terrifying? It's like hearing Mark Hamill laughing as the Joker.
God damn. Yeah, show you something. Somebody actually perfected the Mark Hamill laugh as Joker and posted it on TikTok.
I can do a Joker laugh, but I'm not gonna do it.
No, so I was saying somebody did like a voiceover of Batman Beyond, and they did a whole Joker Mark Hamill style.
Yeah, the type of Joker that I've been finding my footing on is taking inspiration from the Troy Baker Joker.
Okay.
Which it was I don't remember on the top of my head, but I think it was confirmed some time ago that we're getting a John DiMaggio Joker again for the first time since Under the Red Hood.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna say this much. When it comes to other voices alongside with Mark Hamill, John DiMaggio and Troy Baker are the two best Jokers. And
I'm gonna agree on that, but here's another. But again, Kevin Michael Richardson,
underrated Joker.
very true. Very true.
Which, speaking of Kevin Michael Richardson, he was originally in the thought process of who I can see being the voice of Ryder Uchi, and then I thought of Travis Willingham. Which, given the idea of Ryder Uchi as a character, I think that Travis Willingham would be a good casting choice. Especially in the science fiction era, because, long story short, he's a character who made amends for committing omnicide against Diaroth by wiping the floor against the Dark Realm.
I can see that.
Yeah, which, speaking of that, remind me to send you the Fantasies Virtual Darkness stories, which the only story I'm not going to send you is Paranormal Slayer 2, because Paranormal Slayer 2 is still on a hiatus right now. Other than that, I can send you the rest of the stories, which when it comes to the mature rated stories, they are dark. Yes, I'm not afraid to make a dark story, but if there's a sensitive topic, then a trigger warning would be given, which that was a smart decision that I made from when I was writing Cyborg Assassin 2 Project Resurrection. It's where if there's a sensitive topic incoming, you are given a trigger warning before it is given to the audience. That way, if you're triggered by it without any warning, I know they would step away to where they're like, alright, thanks for the warning, now I know what I'm getting myself into. And then you are safe from the trigger warning until there's another one. Which, when it comes to having blood and gore in the Mirrorgate universe, the most that you're going to get, with the exception of Investigator's Revenge, is somebody getting their body parts cut off, or stab wounds or bullet holes. Whether or not if body parts would explode is a whole other question on its own, depending on the circumstances. And when it comes to World's Brawl, I have some good guest character ideas, which I've been asking some friends of mine for some feedback on who they think would fit versus who would not fit. But that's a bridge that we can cross later. And when it comes to the life story of what life was like before being a content creator, how you started, what milestones you've achieved, and how it's changed your life, I'm ready to hear a recap, but this time, I don't want any details left out.
I'm getting dinner called. Apologies.
God damn it.
Like I'm getting dinner.
I was ready for the life story, man.
Wait, so that way you don't have to get them out. Good lord.
Yeah, I somehow managed to make a horror sound with a guitar. Listen to this.
Question: Do you want? If I exit this, do you want me to just leave the call or just put myself on mute and turn off the camera?
I would say do the mute option. That way, trouble is saved for editing. Which, if the earbuds are still there, that helps. That way, you can listen in
my
the
ears
background.
are just. This is just plugged into my laptop, honestly, not my phone. My charger's plugged to my phone.
Then I would say
So
plug
let me
the
just do the
earbuds
following.
into the phone.
Hang on a sec. I'm just going to.
Well, bam.
With the mic.
Magic.
All right, air horn for yes, quack for no. Is it plugged in? I don't hear him.
I don't either.
It's yeah. Yeah, I honestly expected Shane to play around with the soundboard on Discord. Which, speaking of...
I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that... That's what we have to say about those who bought merch regardless of whose side of the collab it's on.
Hell yeah.
Which I have 4 bags of microwave popcorn in my stocking right now. Because I said, why not?
Fair enough.
Which, if anyone says anything about it, that stocking over there, that's my snack storage for small snacks. Which, speaking of snacks, make sure you use code ALLTHINGS28263 to get yourself 10% off at smackinsunflowerseeds.com.
Holy shit, the plugin. Oh.
Yes, the plug. If John was here, I would have went cringe to interrupt him. Not because I think it's actually cringe, but it's just to be funny.
Do it.
And I honestly find it wild that this is the second time that we have done a collab too, because the first time was with John before he was a host, which the collab episodes that he was in before being a host was episodes 18 and 25. Which we had another former host there at the time, which we cut ties with because they were toxic and they got called out for their behavior.
I mean, you hate to see it, but I mean, there's always a problem with the. Fucking acid reflux.
Yeah. And because of the toxicity that former host in question got called out for, it's known as the Discord incident of 2026, which I have the previous buddies incidents documented when it comes to calling out the controversial former members, which is a good thing, but whether or not if we end up having another incident is a whole other question on its own, which I hope we don't, but if it happens again, light is being shed on the previous incidents that has happened.
That's good.
Yeah, it is a good thing because with one of them, I was rightfully pissed that they avoided taking accountability and put the blame on me. From when the day before they did that shit, there is video evidence that proved they were being toxic, and I called them out for their behavior and cut ties with them afterwards.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I was not a fan when my siblings come to, like thankfully I'm in this angle so they don't show up in the video, but I'm still kind of mad that they still continue to come to my room when they know that I'm in the podcast
Yeah.
with you guys.
Mhm.
I was like, you know what? I might just spend some money on a smart lock and just get my door locked. So when I'm in a situation like this, like being in a podcast or recording videos, I want my door locked.
That's fair.
Yeah, the bedroom doors in your house didn't have locks, which the restroom door didn't have a lock. At the time, I was showering after sweating my ass off from when we went to that one park, which I'm not gonna say the exact one, but you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, the only room that has a lock in my house is my parents' bedroom.
Hang on a second. I have a solution. With how background noises was heard, I have an idea.
Okay.
But
Hang on a sec. There we go. Just had
the earbud, the headphone route.
Yeah, the headphone mic.
Yeah.
Which my mic is going to sound a little bit different because microphone settings is going to be changed.
Fair enough.
To me, when it comes to sound, I'm not really like I don't really know like the detailed side, like the audio side of things, but I know I hear a little bit of a difference between your mic and the headphones.
Yeah, I can turn up my microphone, but I'm not gonna have it at a max volume because as long as you can hear me, that's what matters.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, a better than nothing solution to get rid of potential background noises because I have no soundproofing, which is a flaw that I have. And it honestly sucks that the idea of getting drywall plus a door is being delayed.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. I just wish that I had a freaking door and some soundproofing. And from when we were doing 24 hours together, part 1, from when we were throwing hands in Mortal Kombat, the first time that we did it, John's dad whooped our asses. The second time that we did it, I kicked everyone's ass as Liu Kang. So if I pick Liu Kang when I play a Mortal Kombat game, there's a good chance that I am rushing your ass down. Because
I'll just play Johnny Cage.
let me ask you this question. What archetype on any fighting game do you play? I usually play the rushdowns because they're fun to play.
I mean, yeah, actually. I like the... Well, no. I mean, I do play a lot of rushdown because Johnny, I just kind of rush them down to where they can't do anything, block them in the corner. But at the same time, I do like...
Blocking in the corner is just zoning at that point.
Yeah, I just do the zoning shit because it's just like, oh, you can't do shit. I just like fucking with the opponent. It's just funny.
So you're an all-rounder by the sounds of that.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's a good thing that I switched microphones, which it's a better than nothing solution on what I can think of to get rid of background noises. Yeah, I honestly don't know if Shane is listening right now, which we can wait until he's back to hear the life story, and for when I share my life story in a different podcast someday, because I don't feel like enough is known, I'm not leaving out a single piece of detail, which last time we did a collab, let alone podcast-wise, I was in, I want to say, episode 4 or 5 of the Ghost Trick podcast.
Yeah, it was about
I
4 or 5. Yeah.
Yeah, not enough is known about me. Most of the lore that was known is Buddy's lore on how
Yep.
the group started. But as for life story stuff, not enough is known.
Sorry, I need to make more podcast episodes anyway. The Spotify playlist is kind of dry.
And yeah, yeah, at some point I do want to get the podcast episodes on audio for different platforms like Spotify, Amazon, iTunes. You get the idea.
Yeah, Spotify is pretty easy.
Yeah.
I use YouTube. I use YouTube Music, so I can easily find the podcast on there too.
Yeah, which
No, that's fair.
Which, because of the YouTube podcast playlist system, it's on YouTube Music by default, so
Yeah.
that part's covered. The idea of getting it on iTunes, Spotify, and Amazon, that's going to be a challenge.
iTunes and Amazon,
think-
probably Spotify. It was pretty easy to get on there. You just had to make an account.
I think when it comes to iTunes, I think it's now called Apple Podcast.
Yeah, Apple Podcast, I think it is.
Yeah,
Which-
yeah, Apple Podcast. Yeah,
D-
yeah. Which is right there.
Yep.
Apple Podcast. Make it. There you go.
I see it.
And when it comes to the idea of content outside of the podcast, the rest of the buddies who doesn't live in Florida has been talking about the idea of doing a 3 to 4 day vacation for when we meet each other in person. It's just more so of we would need to figure out what day we would want to do it at, depending on finances of the other members, plus when would we want to do it, and also what would we want to do while we are together in person is the real question. Which, for example, for 24 hours together, part 1, the day after we saw Mortal Kombat 1, John took me to his local ice cream place.
Hell yeah.
Which I didn't record inside because I was like, to play it safe, I'm not gonna record inside because I want to be mindful about the consent of strangers.
That's fair.
Yep.
Yeah,
honestly, if anybody that has not been to my local ice cream place, I'm definitely gonna take them.
Yep.
To my local ice cream place.
Take the members who doesn't live the Florida there when they stop by, and we all get ice cream. Which I have my Cash App card arrived a few weeks ago, but we finally got the chance to go to the mail a few days ago, which it's activated, it is in my wallet, but I don't have any money on Cash App right now, but which I'm not too worried about it, but I'm sure that it'll happen. And a smart decision that I made is that I connected my Cash App to the Buddy Strip Market for payout. That way, one of the members is able to get the profit when it comes to sales for the merch.
That's fair.
And the only flaw is that it's a pain in the ass to... Yeah, the only flaw that I have with it is that I cannot connect my Twitch to it when it comes to the Twitch payouts. I would need an actual bank account.
No, yeah. Only one issue.
Yeah,
I mean,
which I need to get my social security taken care of first before I open a new bank account, which I'm slowly but surely getting there.
To me, I think it's better if we can go for like a credit union, which has better rates than having to using a bank account, depending on what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yet the last horror and from when I was at John's place, a horror movie that has gotten me quite a few times with its jump scares but has a good story behind it is Send Help.
Okay.
Which I have a good feeling that Iron Lung may beat that given how many good reviews that I've heard about the movie.
Mm.
Which
I feel like a. Good.
I know that Evil Dead Burn is in theaters, which comes out in 5 days at the time of recording. Whether or not if it will be a IP for Halloween Horror Nights because of speculation is a whole other question on its own. Which I'd be genuinely surprised if they do that, but it wouldn't be the first time that they would have a movie in theaters as an IP because back in 2023, we got The Exorcist Believer as an IP for Halloween Horror Nights, which the house gave us a preview on what the movie was going to be like before the movie hit theaters. And a smart call that Blumhouse made to market it was that they made a clone of the ghost car, which is a well-known jump scare in the Screamers trend. Which, if someone tries to prank me with that, I'm gonna see that shit coming. Which, from when I was playing the Scary Maze game on one of my streams of, I want to say 2 months ago. Wait, no, it was sometime around last month. I was playing the Scary Maze game after I played Chapter 1 of Tell Me Why.
Yeah.
Which I knew the jump scare was gonna come, but somehow it still got me. You wanna know how it still got me? How loud it was.
No, that's fair.
I saw it coming and it still got me. Which it would have been a whole different story if it wasn't as loud as it was. Which I turned down my PC volume to play it safe because I knew that it was coming and it was smart to turn down my PC for in case if it was loud. Because I am not going to destroy my eardrums over loud noises.
Fair.
Which is why I usually keep my PC at 20 to 30% at max. And from the last episode, from when we were collaborating with Midnight Moonflower, John and Shane saw a short that was edited last year to where it was another one of the former hosts. We're still in good terms with them. It's just we haven't talked to them in quite some time. But there was an edit to where they were explaining why that they were on a hiatus at the time, which the clip was from episode 9, which was the first anniversary episode, and episode 27 was the second anniversary episode, which we're not 100% sure how many episodes we'll be in for by time when we get to the third anniversary, which I'm going to predict that it's going to be around the range of 60 to 70. And an idea that I think would be funny is inviting a YouTuber to episode 69. Nice. And I'm pretty sure that there are some people that are going to be that one person that is going to be cringe with the brain rot when we get to that point. Which I'm not going to say the numbers separately, but I'm pretty sure that's going to happen when we reach to episode 67.
So if people who is really into the whole burn rat thing, I'm sure they're gonna spam a whole bunch of those burn rat stuff in the comment section.
They better not. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I agree. They better not, but I'm just saying what could happen.
Good.
Also, there's still the meme in the buddies community to where whenever I have the round glasses and my hair is down, they say I look like Ozzy Osbourne. And we both have round glasses. Let's go! And they come off.
I
Which-
still have the absolute cinema meme.
Yeah,
The
I did not see it in the server for some reason, which it might have been a bug.
yeah, it has to be a bug because on my side it says delivered. Right there, absolute cinema.
Yeah, yeah, it was that exact photo, but it said absolute cinema, and it's just Shane with his hands up like this. And if I was to rearrange my room again, that shelf, my bed, and my love seat is going to move. Everything else is staying where it's at.
Fair.
Which the question is, where would I want the shelf to be at? Which it would most likely be around this side of my room, or actually, coming to think about it, somewhere right here would make a lot more sense
Yeah.
because the couch can be right in front of my window. And something I do want to do for my setup at some point is either A, get a 90-degree angled monitor, or B, get a monitor-sized TV. But I am taking the space that I have on my desk into consideration because this desk that I have, this is an old one that we got from my brother back in 2018 at the time we were co-parented, and he moved out in 2022, so the desk that I have right now used to be my blood brother's from when he was living with us at the time. And last time I saw him in person, we went out to a restaurant called Beefle Braddy's, and my blood
Beef
dad.
buddies.
Yep. Shut up. We went out to a restaurant at the time back in November, and my blood dad was there at the time. And from when he and I started talking in person, I thought that he was a changed man, which I was against him for being an abusive dad at the time, but he took accountability for his actions, which is good, and he was a changed man. Which he and I started getting along again, but we haven't talked much since then. And that sword in the background, that was a Christmas present from him. It's
Oh
a
yeah.
it's a battle ready longsword, which
Nice.
I have to hold it with two hands if I want to use it for its full potential because it is just too much force if it's just with one hand. And it's been a while since I've gotten into a sword fight. Not in a serious way, but in a sparring way. But if it was with prop weapons, then I would be willing to actually do it. But with real ones, that's a hell no for me, because what if someone gets injured or if someone dies because of an accident?
True.
Yeah, that's why I would rather do it with prop swords than do it with real ones. But
That's
on the
fair.
But on the positive note, however, if I absolutely wanted to, it could be I have something I could defend myself with for when we have a zombie apocalypse. Which I honestly don't think we're gonna get one.
You never know.
Yeah, there are some people saying that it's confirmed for 2030, but I don't think we're getting one. And awkward silence just came in. But I need to take a swig of water because my my throat's dry and my voice is getting tired.
Dude, you're good. You're good. Swig that water. Chug, 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 chug.
I am not chugging the water
Damn it! Why not?
because
Why not me?
I would be drowning if I did.
The fact that I got this used, the seller included this case, and honestly, I am not a fan of this case because it has. I don't know if this camera can pick it up, but there's a lot of stuff going on it.
Cotton okay.
Like,
Uh,
like something like one thing. I think I've seen a YouTuber that has the same exact iPad with this case. And I've seen a YouTuber who have who have enough money for a private jet or something like that, and attach like an iPad like right here in the middle part. But honestly, I'm not gonna use it. I'm just gonna either give it to somebody who has the same iPad as mine, or sell it.
Yeah. One thing that sucked about my PC was that from when we were doing the VR chat anniversary party, my OBS and my game crashed at the same time. And from when I tried to open things back up after restarting it, it black screened on me.
I love
That
And
sucks.
from when I was playing Dead by Daylight 2 days ago, wait, no, 3 days ago, yeah, 2 days ago at the time of recording, my OBS crashed twice and my Dead by Daylight crashed 3 times. And given the fact that I've had this PC for 6 years, it desperately needs an upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if I was to upgrade my PC, I'm gonna have to get a whole new PC, which that's gonna suck, but as long as it's upgraded, that's what matters. I just don't give a
Honestly,
fuck.
it's really not necessary to replace it entirely, but you can get a couple parts and then upgrade it since your computer is upgradable when it comes to some of your parts.
Exactly. Like, I did. Yeah, I have 2 drives in it right now, and the one that I use for my games and applications has 2,000 gigabytes on it, which I honestly wish that the 1,000 gigabytes was used for my memory space, and instead of my 100 hard drive on there instead, but it's whatever at the end of the day.
Mm. At least you have a fully functional computer.
Yep, that's true. It's just memory space sucks.
Mm-hmm. And your processor is also upgradable too, since
Yeah, I switched from Opera to Firefox because Opera GX was hella taxing on the PC, which sucked. Firefox, not so much.
I use Orion browser on my Apple devices and Helium browser on a PC. But if somebody who made Orion browser that was more for these Apple devices, and if they make it for PC, I would gladly switch over to Orion browser.
Yeah, it would.
So that way it's just one browser for everything.
Yeah, and a lot of people have been switching to DuckDuckGo for their search engine source, and rightfully so, because we're just getting unwanted AI on Google, which Google needs to have the option to where we can turn off the AI.
Mm-hmm.
If they can add that, then I'll go back to. Then there's a chance that I may use Google again for a search engine source. But right now, I'm just sticking with DuckDuckGo because fuck the unwanted AI.
Right.
Yeah.
And given YouTube's situation with the UK, I wouldn't be surprised if YouTube's like, We're sorry to be that guy, but we're pulling the plug for UK users because we know that the UK is forcing shit down our throats. Hey, Murray.
Speaking of DuckDuckGo, you can go to the settings and turn off AI. For those who don't know.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah, I
Yep,
didn't
that's
know
not.
that there was a. I didn't know that one of the cats was in the room until I saw one of them.
Mhm.
Which I wouldn't be surprised if Mari hops on my lap if she wants attention. Which I'll gladly give it to her if she does want attention. It's just more so of it's just more so of the claws that I'm worried about because there are some times to where she would accidentally dig into my clothes to where I can feel it touching my skin.
Mm.
Right.
I also heard. I know Jason and I heard about the whole Sony disc situation, and I think we're moving the playtime kind of thing as well on PlayStation.
I didn't know that they were doing that, but it is controversial that they're removing physical things in 2028. Which I hope that decision comes to bite them in the ass.
I agree, and the fact that they're doing it, I don't think I'm gonna have plans to use that PlayStation besides playing with my dad
Yeah,
with Miracle.
Yeah, the only time I would use a PlayStation is if I'm playing a PlayStation exclusive, unless if they make the decision to let PlayStation games be on PC again. Like, matter of fact,
Mhm.
I would be willing to spend money on Helldivers 2. Horizon and God of War are other PlayStation exclusives that I would love to play on PC. The Last of Us depends on whether or not if it's able to be playable because it does have some bugs, which I'm probably just gonna stick with playing on PlayStation 5 if I was to play The Last of Us Part 2.
Mm.
Yeah, I saw Shane unmuted his mic, which he missed it because Mari
And we're
was
back.
in camera.
Ooh, good. Okay, that took way too longer than expected. Whew, all right.
What did you eat?
Oh, spaghetti.
Oh, that's a classic,
Spaghetti.
bro.
Oh, yep, there much is.
Yeah, Mari is being a purr baby right now.
No.
And you decided to
And
be on my lap?
context has flown right off the window with that statement. But I'll probably do it on rewatch.
Yeah. And she's face rubbing the wind protection on my mic. Now that we're all here, let's hear the life story again, but this time, no bits left behind.
Jumanji.
Not the Jumanji.
That's wild, man.
Like, bro. Well, you know, like the life story, like just me or Ghost Trick, what, like
All of it.
with the whole life story. Oh shit,
Yeah, let's hear the whole thing. No bits left behind. I'm not leaving a
man.
single bit behind. Which I would be
Well,
willing to tell some funny childhood stories for when I'm in a different podcast, let alone the ones that I remember. I would just need to ask my family members if they can recall some funny stories.
shoot. I don't even have that many funny stories to childhood wise. I mean, I was one of them kids, you know, got bullied a lot, but I think what was it, middle school, when I started making just random dueling book videos and pardon the acid reflux kind of hit me. AMV videos. I'd be darned if I went through 2 channel takedowns because of 3 copyright strikes. So I'm right now on my 3rd AMV channel. which I'm kind of mad because the second one hit like 6.8k subs before it got deleted. Then between all that, me and my friend decided to start Team Ghost Trick. Go ahead and get that set up. Been doing pretty well for a little bit. I mean, hell, we started with Among Us videos, trolling. I trolled my own Discord server at one point. Let me just make my avatar Android 21 and just fuck with everybody. And then, what was the others? We played the Let's Dead by Daylight. We did unpossess some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Hell, we're even playing DMO now, which is GOAT format, but you can fight your friends. What did you send me?
I sent you my anime list, which we
Okay.
can talk about our anime takes after the live story.
No, that's fair. I was just like, I saw Samurai Oni Jason has sent you a message of like, oh, man sending me something I don't even know. He's sending me his location for the drug meet. And then Team Ghost Trick, we kind of just started on that, and then I mean, we recently blew up this year with the whole DMO situation. I think as soon as I made a playtest video, it reached, I think, 36k views within like a week or so.
Oh, damn, congrats.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Because everybody was hyped out for the game. But then, like I said before, since May, I've been kind of just struggling with mental health, trying to get myself back into it. Had a chick that I was talking to. She decided to not say anything and ghost me for 3 weeks. And when I asked her about it and told her how it was making me feel, she said, well, I didn't know how to bring up the conversation. So I thought avoiding you would be the best possible way. And then other than that, I mean, I've been, like I said, working on myself, lost 24 pounds, hitting the weights, trying to make myself look better. But there ain't really much storytelling, if that makes sense. Just work 2 jobs, try to be a content creator at the same time.
Yeah, the 2 jobs part while trying to be a content creator, that would be a pain in the ass. If it's just one, to where,
Yeah, no.
let's say if you have morning hours or noon hours, you can spend evening hours being a content creator, and then you're good.
Yeah, no, I do that. What was it, one time I had to stream because I needed to, but I had work from 7 in the morning until 9 o'clock at night because I had both jobs back to back, and then I started streaming from 10 to like 12 in the morning, and then went back to bed, got up for my first job at 7 in the morning, and then repeated the same process. So that way I could have Twitch streams going.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead, bud.
No, I was gonna comment on like having 2 jobs while trying to be a content creator or content creator. Welcome to my hell.
Mm-hmm. Especially when I'm my own editor.
Yeah. In that context, that was not profanity. Because if you think about it, there's some people that say that hell's a cuss word. I would argue that it depends on the context of how you say it.
No, true.
Like, let's say if someone says, what the hell, that's profanity. Or if they're saying, life is hell, or this is hell, that's not profanity.
Yeah, actually.
Which, in that context, in the Mirrorgate universe during Raider's redemption arc, he went through hell to make amends. Because he committed omnicide against Dairoth because he was manipulated by the Dark Realm and was lied to about who's responsible for the murder of his blood family and about Odin's curse, which they said that it's a gift, but in reality, it's a curse that can corrupt a soul. Which, when it comes to the idea of doing a multiverse, there's some ideas on what we could do for his story, which is either A, we could do the same thing that we did in my reality, but to tell a different story for which guilds he joins first, which is which ones he joins last. or we could say that he is still alive, but the first thing that he does is seek a area to cleanse the curse, but stays alive after it is cleansed, and then he's like, all right, time to kick some ass. Which, I honestly don't know which of the two ideas we can do exactly yet, but when it comes to B Major's reality for the Mirrorgate universe, that's something that he and I are going to need to talk about when it comes to iteration ideas.
No, that's fair.
Just listening very intensely on.
I gotcha. Keep going.
Yes, keep going. Keep going. Go on.
What do you mean keep
Keep
going?
going. Yeah, keep going.
What do you mean keep
I'm
going?
listening.
I said
We're
the
listening very
ideas.
intensely.
I was laughing on Mari.
Oh, I'm sorry, but can you keep going, please?
What do you
Like,
mean
I need
keep
to.
going? Yeah. You guys are not right. Homie, let me ask you this question. How many years of experience do you have of writing?
Writing? Fuck none, bro.
Exactly.
I got more experience on YouTube than you, though.
Exactly. Wait, when did you start YouTube?
Shit, I was still in middle school when I started YouTube, dude.
What year was it?
Same.
Fuck, bro. Hold on.
I
graduated in 2020.
Yeah, that was from
I'm
when
a
I
co-
started, so
Way before.
Wait, when did you start?
I started YouTube in 2020.
Yeah, so I say I'm way before that.
I started YouTube in 2014.
I started in 2016.
Shit, am I just not even in age? I think I'm still older than you all with YouTube.
And I wasn't, and I don't think I was that serious about making videos on YouTube until probably a few years later when I got a PC to record videos on.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, from when
Mhm.
I started being a content creator, I didn't take it seriously at first because I was in high school at the time, but after I turned 18 was from when I took content creating seriously. And whether or not I don't remember how old wait, no, it was back in early 2024 from when I took writing seriously. At the time, I started to take writing seriously. Which, speaking of that, Gunblade 7 was originally going to come out this year, but it's put on hold right now because I don't know how much time I'm going to be able to find for Gunblade 7, which I honestly want to rework on the Gunblade series because as the first ever writing project, it comes to show that I was a newbie at the time I was writing it, and looking at it now with 6 years of experience, I'm like, I started noticing that the storytelling is good, but the pacing is shit. Yeah, and I'm not proud of Gunblade 6 because it was rushed.
I thought you were gonna say I'm not proud of Gummy Goo or something.
Gummy goo. What the fuck? The gummy goo.
I bet. Yeah, I bet you won't. Yeah, I bet you won't do it on camera if it was in person.
There's the same do it, Shane, but it's like no, the whole no, you're not one of the good ones.
Yeah, what if you were convinced that it stays on Patreon but gets cut out for YouTube?
I still can't do it.
Pussy.
Oh, what are you talking about? I don't have that.
God damn it.
That is not what I meant.
It's called
Call him a
counteract.
pussy.
I'm counteracting that.
I am not trying to be a degenerate. Of course I will make some dirty jokes, but I'm not trying to be a degenerate.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, when you just said that, said that, I'm like, how do I turn this upside down on its head? Yeah, I'm like, fight back against the joke with another joke. That's how I work.
It's. I mean, I'm pretty sure this podcast is 18 plus, so we can just do whatever we want as long as it's not controversial and stuff like that.
Yeah, we gotta keep TOS in mind if we're doing 18 plus content. Dirty jokes is fine. Controversial jokes that involves hate speech is not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, yeah, that's also including the TOS and no more as long as it's not controversial either.
Exactly my point. Hi, Murray.
Ram.
She gave me tappies.
The cat has decided to take over. I don't know why I gave it like a New Jersey accent when I said that.
Yep.
Like,
yeah, Mari
we
is
kiddies
not
are
from
going
New
to take
Jersey.
over.
She was born in 2015, and she's the sole survivor of her sisters, which we got a new cat a few weeks ago, which we named her Ray after one of Mari's sisters who passed away a few years ago. I don't remember how, but as for Asuka, she was laying down on a couch once back in, I want to say 2018, but she did not wake up, unfortunately. And as for new cats that we've gotten in the house, we have Biscuit, he's been around for a while, but he's living in my parents' room right now because of health issues that he has been having, plus his age, which he's doing alright now, which is good. And we got Nina back in late 2018 from when we first moved into this house. And Ray and Hercules are both new cats, which Hercules is my sister's son, which means that my sister, even though they go by they them pronouns, they are a cat mom, which makes me a cat uncle. Which means that Nina is my niece, Hercules is my nephew, and the new cat that we named Ray, she is my new sister. Like how Mari is my sister. Even if Mari's not a human, she is my sister. So I'm both a cat uncle and a cat brother.
There you go.
Yeah, hold on, you guys.
Curious. If that's the last cat of yours, would that make her the last Ronin?
Shit, good point. Also, she's chilling on my lap. I honestly at some point do want to get a cat desk bed. That way, whenever they want to be on the desk, they have a bed that they can lay down on. Like, let's say, for example, if either Mari or Ray wants to be on the cat desk bed, whether or not if Nina and Hercules wants to be in my room is a whole other question on its own.
I'll be right back.
Hercules is a sweet guy, but he is a shy cat. And as for Ray, from when I first met her, she jumped on my leg. And from when I was holding her, she was making biscuits on my chest. Yep. Mari loves being on top of the chair. And she's purring right now. I'm pretty sure that she might pull a Theseus someday, which I'm pretty sure. Which you have met Rose 3 years ago, but I don't know. I don't think you've met Unswimming Fish. Which, speaking of Rose, if she there's a 50% chance that either she or Gabe the Dead Fish may be with us tomorrow at the time of recording when it comes to playing Phasmophobia. Juan is on board with it, but as for Angel slash Gabe, I'm not 100% sure yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah, given the fact that he's a game developer and works a TurboTax job, if I remember correctly, I'm not 100% sure, so it depends on his work schedule.
Right.
And I did say to him that I would be willing to lend my voice for a game someday. Like, and I said the same thing to Shane when it comes to a Pirates Who Don't Do Anything parody. Which he did say that in the Sean episode to me that there's a chance. I didn't say anything in reply about it. I just acknowledged it, which I'm not 100% sure if I am going to be in the cast or not if that time comes, so it just all depends. So for now, I can neither confirm nor deny.
That's fair.
That's true.
Yeah, and from last episode, I accidentally leaked one of the projects not thinking about it. Which all I did was drop a title, I didn't say anything about it, and then he chose to say what the title is after I accidentally leaked it. Which
I'm back.
I didn't really think about it, and I feel bad for accidentally leaking. Which I'm sure that it's all good now.
What's going on?
I was talking about the fact that from last episode, when it comes to our projects, all I said was a title of an upcoming project, but I didn't think about the fact that I was going to accidentally leak something.
Mm.
At least it's just the title.
Yeah, it's just
Did you at
the
least
title.
did you so maybe did you at least cover up the audio part of the podcast?
Yeah, it's in episode 39 somewhere. I don't know where.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
it honestly sucked that I had to dip for 40 minutes, which I honestly hate family meetings because whenever I have plans during that day, it pretty much just sabotages what I would plan on when it comes to, especially when it comes to podcasts. And it was such a huge fucking problem for in the beginning of the D&D campaign. Which I'm glad that I can just roll with the flow when it comes to D&D, which we delayed D&D to next weekend at the time of recording, which John and I are on an agreement that doing both D&D and the podcast on the same night would be a bit much.
Yep.
Which, speaking of that, I can give a little bit of a teaser. I'm not going to say what it stands for. LOTB is going to be the next campaign after Order of the Amethyst Oak is done. I will neither confirm nor deny what it stands for when that time comes. And Mari is probably underneath my bed. Which I have no issues with it. It's just more so of I don't want her chewing on plastic because I have a plastic bag underneath of that bed which it's a trash bag. There's no trash in it. It just has some cosplay stuff. Well, it just has costume stuff in there. Not necessarily cosplay, but you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I feel bad for accidentally burping in your ears. I didn't think it was coming.
It's okay. It was a week anyway.
Yeah, it was just a weak burp. So we're all good. But if it was a strong one, then that would be worrisome. Because there's some times to where when people burp, there's the risk of them throwing up in their mouths, which honestly sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Which I hate that feeling whenever it happens. And a
Oh,
smart
yeah.
decision that I make is that whenever I get sick from throwing up, I would take some antacids after I throw up and then go to sleep after taking some antacids. Well, and the sleep part is for recovery purposes.
That's fair.
Go to sleep? Oh, okay.
Next thing you know, Sean spawns in the room.
He's not gonna spawn. Probably yet. I don't know.
Yeah, I was honestly making a joke. I'm not 100% sure if it will actually happen. And when it comes to anime takes, I sent AMV by anime list. John only has one anime in his anime list, which was Cyberpunk Edge Runners, because we were watching that for a watch along last month. Which, speaking of that, at the time this episode comes out, we did Ghostbusters 5 days ago. And next time we do a watch along in the Buddy server, at the time this episode comes out, it will be Five Nights at Freddy's, which it will be Ghostbusters soon at the time of recording. Which, again, we're recording this June 5th. Wait, no, July 5th.
Now we're going in the past? We
Yeah,
went at the future, now in the past.
Yeah, I accidentally said the wrong date and then corrected myself the second time.
It's okay. We're gonna be like that Smosh bit. Teleporting, fat guy.
Is that from Old Smosh or New Smosh? Because Old Smosh
Old Smosh.
Okay, I was just about to say, Old Smosh is not as good as old.
Old is not as good as old? Is that what you
Wait,
said?
what?
You said old is not as good as old, is what I heard. So is it good or is it not good? I'm confused.
I meant to say that
I'm
the new
just
is not as
lost.
good as the old.
You're
He's
very messed up
confused.
in
My
learning
brain's
when you
asleep.
when you said that I've been hearing.
Oh, you said sleep?
just like AMV said, I hear the same old is not as good as old thing.
Yeah, that could easily be a out of context clip because we've had one to where you mentioned people slapping each other with pies, and then I said, "Are you saying that the homies are cream pieing each other?"
Mm.
Which the cream pieing that I
Okay.
am referring to is being smacked in the face with a pie, not the NSFW type.
Okay.
Which,
Okay.
out of
That is a
context,
sentence.
there's some people that would think that.
Yeah.
Murray, please don't go on the shelf.
Do it. Get on that shelf right
Thank
now.
you. It's a good thing that she didn't go on the shelf, which I have no problems if she's on the bed, on the couch. That's 100% okay. It's just more so of I don't want any of the cats scratching on it. And on that chair, they're welcome to be on it. And she's underneath my desk.
Yeah.
There's nothing under the desk.
Maybe cables.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Great. Now I'm just thinking what you just said. Sean, when he says Sean just morphs, zooms in, I would just go up to him like, "You take over. I'm gonna take a nap."
That'd be funny if that happens. What if that was to happen if we had a physical studio?
Can we afford a
if
physical
we were
studio? No, that's
Not
a
yet.
dumb question.
Not
in the
yet, but when
future,
that time comes, we could.
I'm gonna pitch you this. I'm gonna pitch up having All Things Nerdy start a Patreon.
We can neither confirm nor deny if we'll have a Patreon. But we do
Come
have
on, that
a.
can work. It could work.
Yeah, it could work, especially if we do after shows or
what's
if
on
we.
the cat's on the turn now. Behind you.
I know. But if you think about it, content outside of the podcast can be buddies content.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna switch mics again because I don't hear any background noises.
Then in plays background noise again.
I am good now. And there's a smart decision that I make with the headphone mic. It's stored here.
Oh.
That
Is
way.
that a tombstone?
No, it's a shape of a coffin.
Oh,
And a smart decision that I made is that for the logo designs for the titles of the projects for Mindstorm Creations Media, I have it stored in a USB drive. Which, if there's a series, then there would be folders for the series in question. Which, I honestly need to make one for World's Brawl, coming to think about it. If I was to have one for World's Brawl by itself.
I wonder if you take logo requests.
It depends on the logo. Which I haven't done one for someone else.
We'll talk later.
Ooh.
Actually, wait. How long have we been going? How long has this podcast been going? Are we in the hour mark?
We're an hour and a half in. So this means that we approximately have an hour and a half or 30 minutes left. Wait, no. Yeah, we have either 1 or 2 more hours left. If we were to go for the casual amount of how long the episodes go. Which I honestly wish that B was here because we would have had all the hosts in a episode again, which the times that we did have that happen was in episodes 32 and 35. And who knows if we'll get an opportunity like this for a third time.
Right.
And I'm not 100%
Okay.
sure who would want to be the fourth host after B steps down after he does one more episode as a host.
Maybe if once this episode is done, maybe I might ask Enzo if he would be down for the host if he'd like to. If he have around around 7 to maybe 9 p.m. Eastern time for you know. I guess I could silence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
There
you.
was an awkward silence moment because of something that happened. I'm not going to say what happened, but let's just say it would start unnecessary drama if I said something about it.
Fair.
Glad you at least acknowledged.
Yep. Because
Okay, hold on. I need to get myself up in the only way I can. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Exercise.
Okay, we're up.
That was fast. That was fast jumping jacks.
For real.
Well, I gotta wake up somehow. And
Good
I was
point.
too lazy to move the camera, so all you saw was my shorts.
Yeah, the shorts was all that we saw.
Okay, next time I record a podcast episode, I'm gonna get a clip and just clip it to my laptop camera so I can just get a full view.
There you go.
Yep. And it's always a good thing that because of the collaboration system that YouTube has, that we have been sending collab links to those who's been involved in the podcast episode in question. And it's the same case with Buddy's videos, but the flaw with it is that we can only do up to 5 invite links.
Yeah.
So not everyone's going to be able to make it. But
it would be nice if YouTube just do like unlimited collab amounts.
I agree.
Like at some point, if we have more than like maybe 5 or 10 members of the buddies in the video.
Yeah.
At some point, if that ever happens.
I honestly am not 100% sure what the rest of this month and the next 3 months are going to have in store for me.
Mm.
And when it comes to how the rest of the year is going to look content-wise, I know that the next 4 months is going to have a good chunk of horror content. And a good point that I brought up when it comes to what type of goals I have in my mind is that if I am consistent with my content, I should be able to achieve the goals. Because consistency is key, but it was a pain in the ass to be consistent from when I started to be a content creator, given the fact that I was in high school and was co-parented at the time I started. And I was co-parented until I was 18.
Mm.
And I honestly don't know what else I can gap about. So if you guys have any thoughts that you want to talk about, speak your mind, because brain fog is kicking in. And I need to let my throat cool down before I yap any more than what I already am.
Alright, what to talk about? Well, for me, it's quite simple.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds
Sounds about right. I got nothing.
Listen, man, I am not good at talking, man. I just come up with shit on the fly, man. It's like so Scoob. I don't know if I can do this anymore.
You ain't Scoob.
Oh, wait, I got a great conversation starter. So, how about that airline food?
What?
How about that airline food?
What about it?
Dang it, there's usually a laugh track here. God.
Well,
Bruh,
I'm
this is
sorry,
how
but
it works.
Discord doesn't like us. All I can do is this.
Dang it.
Yeah, if you want to use soundboards from other servers, we need Nitro for it, which it honestly kind of sucks.
Yeah,
But
sorry,
it's
I'm a
whatevs.
broke ass bitch. I can't afford it.
Same.
I mean, I canceled. I
suppose,
canceled
but I gotta use it responsibly.
I canceled my Nitro when I first heard about the Discord age verification stuff.
Yeah, speaking of age verification, it sucks that the internet has gotten to the state to where most of the platforms have been asking for age verifications.
Yep, we gotta
I
protect our
agree.
children, man.
Yeah,
No, it's
No.
not about.
Someone
Okay.
think of the
I know it's
children.
not. I know it's
Listen.
not. I'm just making a joke.
yeah, I can tell
Okay,
that it's a
I was,
joke.
I was gonna. Okay,
Yeah, but
I was gonna say it's more of a blanket trying to trick people into thinking that
We
it's
just need to
protecting the
protect our
kids, but
children. Okay,
it's
I'm gonna
more
build a
about.
wall. It's gonna protect the children.
Okay, you having that Trump thing,
yeah,
the Trump speech
they're
thing.
just taking control and using it as an excuse, which I'm not gonna be surprised if there are people that are going to boycott the shit out of it if it happens.
I'm gonna keep fighting for all this stuff all the time until that age verification law just. I'm not trying to go politics or anything like that. I'm just gonna say I hope all of the age verification and kids protecting things just gets thrown away.
Same here. I'm just gonna leave it
Especially,
at that and I'm not gonna say any
yeah,
more
yeah,
than what I've already said.
yeah.
What you thinking over there, Shane? You kind of just like.
Yeah, he was listening the whole time.
Oh, it just looks like he was thinking, like, what can I say to fuck up this podcast?
Yeah, I don't think that he would be like that.
I don't know. Just...
Meanwhile, I'm just multitasking.
Yeah, I honestly don't know
Doing
what
something
you're
on my
doing in
iPad.
the background while you're multitasking.
Doing something on my iPad while I was.
And he's drinking a
this.
not sponsored Sprite.
Yeah.
I got
This-
water.
Well, clearly, don't
non-sponsored
worry.
water.
This video. Well, obviously, this video was sponsored by Raycon.
Not. That was a joke. We're not actually sponsored.
Wait, won't they technically still be sponsored by those snack nuts?
The
Honestly,
smacking,
when it comes
yeah.
Yeah, are we still sponsored by those?
Yes. Which I already
When it-
plugged that a couple hours ago while John was AFK. So
Yeah.
we're saved.
Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, we had to plug it somewhere.
Yeah. Gotta get them nuts.
There's seeds. Sunflower seeds.
You can have some nuts too. It's okay. Nope. Tasty.
Yeah, Mari's being an attention whore right now.
Give it attention.
I am giving her attention.
Not enough, apparently.
Wait, where's Mari? Oh, there she is.
Vanished out of thin air.
Mari, do you want to hop on my lap? That's a yes.
Yeah, I want attention. That's why.
Yeah, asking her
Ah,
on whether or
first my
not she
attention.
wanted to be on the lap works.
Curse my attention span.
Damn.
Damn's the power of having ADHD for you. Sometimes you gotta
I don't
have the
have
attention span of
ADHD.
a
I have
goldfish.
autism.
Well, you see here, if you just do the math on that sucker right there, you can
Nobody-
take the ADHD. Did you just
Oh,
try
sorry,
to
I was
interrupt me,
saying-
Bo?
Nah,
Did you try to interrupt me?
Yes,
What
Paul.
the fuck? Yeah, you better damn right kill me, Paul, motherfucker. Ah!
Yeah, the meme that
I'm
was
just going
started
to
by...
shrink down and hide under the covers.
Yeah,
You
the
do
meme that was started by accident last time we did a collab, it was teased that it's gonna be the name of the drop for next year's anniversary, but it's cats instead of the NSFW approach because cats used to be called pussies.
Boom.
We already did that.
Get
Next
with the
thing-
program, man.
Next thing you know, he does it again, but for something else. I can tell just
Yep.
by that smile he's doing it. He didn't even have to say it, and I knew it was coming. I could tell just by the smile he was going to do it.
Felt like we erased everything before I.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, Anne Marie's on top of the chair. Which, it's a good thing that she's being gentle with the
Dang it.
claws.
God damn it.
Dang nabbit, boy.
I'm proud of you for being gentle with the claws.
Dang nabbit, Bobby.
We're
Marie's in my
slowly
room.
we're going slowly to our southern.
Listen, I can't help that I am Southern. I can't help that.
I'm Southern as well, which I could do a Southern accent without even trying.
Hell yeah, boy. I appreciate that Southern accent right there. Yeehaw.
Hold that thought.
There we go.
Knew it. He didn't even have to say it. He just drew it on the tablet and showed it.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Which, speaking of that,
Unrelated.
John, you should save that. That way you can always show it without actually having to say it. And plus, if you think about it, it saves trouble for editing.
Oh yeah.
Murray, your football went off.
Can any of you do a Clint Eastwood voice?
I don't know who that is, so I can't say.
Oh no, wait. Clint. I mean Sam Elliott. Can either of you do Sam Elliott?
Again, I don't know.
Yeah, I can do something. It's not Sam Elliott.
Yeah. This
I think
just
I
popped
think
up
it's
in
what we
the
call a
question
low.
of the day chat. What is a book that changed your life?
I don't fucking read because I'm not a nerd. Oh, boy.
Okay. What the?
Dang,
What,
that's a
boy?
good
You got
ranking.
fucking something to say? Huh? Anyway.
You don't want to screw with the mouse overlord. Lord knows I've tried.
Yeah, this man can do a Mickey Mouse impression. That's amazing.
Oh, boy,
Yeah.
you bet your ass I can fucking do one because I am him. Huh?
I think I've seen videos of like Mickey Mouse cussing.
There's some people that do it with Donald Duck as well. I don't remember the guy's name, but they were doing
Donald
some
Duck,
trolling
you mean?
on Call of Duty to where they did the normal voice and the Donald impression. And they were like, alright, I'm just gonna drink some water, gurgle that shit to make it sound like Donald is being drowned out and bang on my desk. Which, that shit was fucking funny. Which, I can't find it, which honestly sucks. Which...
It's okay. We got to get to the chopper. You'll find it there. No.
Yeah.
Let's get to the chopper. No,
Get
I
Get to the
can't do
chopper
it.
now. I got Mickey up my asshole. Come on. Ah!
Yeah, do the Arnold laugh. I can do it.
I got the Arnold laugh.
Holy
Anyway.
shit.
Anyway.
I was doing some small ones. I wasn't gonna do it over the top one, but
I
it was
did
a
it over
straight-
the top. It was did it over the top. Because I'm the dominant male. I am the alpha, the omega, the sigma.
Anytime I do Arnold Schwarzenegger, it sounds like I always sound like Jorgen von Strangle for some reason.
Timitana!
Yeah, exactly. Like
Timitana! You've broken the rules!
Yeah. Yeah. I said this about one of the characters that Arnold is known for, but I feel like that Conan the Barbarian would feel a lot more at home in a Soul Calibur game than in Mortal Kombat 1. Which, if we think about it, if we do get Conan the Barbarian for Soul Calibur 7, it would be a fresh character, warrior archetype wise, and it would be the first time since 2 that we've gotten a comic book character, which we got Spawn as the Xbox exclusive in Soul Calibur 2 because there was no Xbox game icon at the time. Which we got Link in the in the GameCube version, which honestly peak guest character choice, and Heihachi in the PlayStation version because the Tekken games were on PlayStation console wise before it became cross-platform. With and there's some and there are people saying that Tekken and Soul Calibur is in the same universe, which I honestly think that they're the same universe, given the fact that Heihachi has traveled back in time to the Soul Calibur series, and we have 2 Yoshimitsus in both Tekken and Yoshimitsu in Soul Calibur, which they're saying that the Tekken Yoshimitsu is the descendant to the Soul Calibur one, which makes sense if you think about it. Which I'm gonna say right now, in both game franchises, Yoshimitsu has had a weird design, but they cooked with his design in 6. And Tekken 3 is the best Tekken Yoshi design. Which I can show you the designs real quick. This is the Tekken 3 Yoshimitsu. Tell me that is not badass.
Oh yeah.
It was really nice.
It is a nice design. And then look at this shit right here. His Soul Calibur 6 design. Badass.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to top the Soul Calibur 6 design in the next Soul Calibur game if we get a Soul Calibur 7. You can always step out if you want to.
No.
This is my background in my iPad.
Yeah.
Nice.
That I took, like, I think some vacation on. I think I took pictures on vacation from a few months ago.
It's not bad. It's really good.
Like the nice view of the mountain. I think I was at Tennessee or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the background on my phone when I was in, I think, South Carolina.
Nice.
Yeah, last time I went
Yeah.
out of state was back in 2017 from when I went to Indiana to see my dad's side of my family at the time. Which I haven't been out of state since then, but there has been times to where I've been out of town.
I've been out of town more times than probably one of you guys or so.
Yeah. Which I honestly don't know what state I would want to move to if I end up taking a vacation outside of Florida exactly yet.
Fair.
Which, if I was to go on vacation, I would say to my audience, I would say to my community, hey, I'm gonna be on a hiatus for insert days because I'm going to insert place or insert country for vacation.
Mm.
Which, if I ever visit a country that's not the United States, Canada would be a starter for me, given the fact that it's up there with the States.
Yeah.
And outside of North America, Japan is one that I would want to visit at some point.
Mm.
Oh yeah, same.
I'm not 100% sure which continent. I'm not sure which country I would want to visit yet for if I was to visit a European country. So that's a whole other question on its own.
I would really like to go to Japan as well because I think it's cool to explore things in person rather than just always rely on like YouTube.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons on why I do want to go there. And plus, there's a lot of anime shit in Japan, which doesn't catch anybody by surprise. And from when I saw that Round One, which is a arcade retail company, well, a entertainment thingamajig. Let me just look it up. I don't know.
Arcade up, like Arcade One up.
Yeah, Round One is the name of the arcade place that I was thinking of. It is a Japanese amusement center, which I'm honestly surprised that, which I was caught by surprise to know that's a Japanese arcade amusement center, which we have one location in each state. And if you know the YouTuber Th1ngs, he along with 3 of his coworkers that he's friends with did a knockout to where they went to round 1 in Chandler, Arizona, which they were playing arcade games to get tickets, and whoever got the most tickets wins that knockout, which I'm not gonna say who won, so you're gonna want to watch it if you're curious on who won.
Fair enough.
Mm.
But I'll say this much, it is a fun video to watch.
Do you have a link to that?
I can send it to you on phone to make things easier so that I can keep tabs on how long we've been recording for, which we're 2 hours in, which we can go for 1 more hour or we could go for 30 minutes.
It don't matter.
Yeah,
Whatever
as
you guys
long
wanna
as
do
we
it.
get the casual times, it doesn't really matter. Which
I
last
was-
time there was
Part
Which last time time was taken away from me, we did 3 hours to make up for the time that I missed.
part of me is kind of hoping for the 30-minute mark since I gotta handle my nightly business, and by that I mean take out most of the garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna, Shane, without you ask for the link, I'm gonna send it to you in your direct messages.
Okay then.
Okie dokie.
Which there's no chronological, which the
Go ahead.
numbers are there, yes, it just means how many times that they have done a knockout. There's no chronological order for the DA knockout series. Which I'll say this much, if we were to invite other content creators who are well known, I would love to do a podcast episode with Th1ngs. I honestly think that would be a fun one to do.
I mean, you can hit him up on his one of his social media accounts, or maybe through email, if he has one.
Yeah, which, to be 100% honest, when it comes to other content creators who are well known in the perspective of what they're known for. When it comes to Halloween content creators, there's one who's called Haunt Farmer. We could send him an email if we want to invite him to an episode of the podcast, which he and I follow each other on Instagram, which is something that I'm surprised about. And as for theme park YouTubers, there's one called DC Thrills that I dropped the follow to Instagram on, which I've been a sub of his since last year. I was caught by surprise to see that he followed me back. And I was like, no fucking way he followed me back. Which that makes him the first theme park YouTuber who followed my Instagram.
Maybe just DM him at some point if you're ready for that.
Yeah, that's a bridge that we can cross at a later time, because the way that my brain works is that if I want to collaborate with another content creator that I don't know yet, I would want to get a chance to know them as a friend first before I commit to the idea of wanting to do a collaboration. Like with Egg Roll Hub, for example, from when we did episode 31, because he and I interacted in VC a couple times in the Barnyard server, which we would usually have conversations about life stuff as well as content.
Mhm.
And as for Demon Lore Tank, I'm honestly curious on what the music journey is like for him when we reach to episode 43. Which, depending on how the next few episodes will go down, I'm sure that there's going to be a good chunk of content that we'll have covered.
Only time will tell.
Yep, it's a only time will tell situation, which was why I said with Cobalt Puppy, Sin for Toast, and Icy Lights, I can neither confirm nor deny if we'll collaborate with them, because it is a only time will tell situation. Which next time if I'm in a VC with Sin for Toast, I do want to get a chance to talk to her about podcast stuff and let her know about how scheduling can be approached, being like, hey, so about the podcast, and pretty much continue from there. Which for Icy, I did say to her at the end of our collab that if she ends up wanting to collaborate again, I'd be down to do either A, a different game, or B, invite her to a podcast episode. And why Horsey was mentioned earlier is because he did say in the comment section of episode 37 that he does want to do a collab with us someday. We're just not 100% sure when, so it depends on scheduling. Which I honestly feel like that it would be a smart move to go for, let's say, the winter break for those who would be in schools. Hey, Murray.
Sounds smart.
Yeah, I honestly think that would be a smart call if we think about it. And whether or not if we'll do another collab for the 3rd anniversary is a whole other question on its own. And if not, then we could do an activity episode.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah, I'm surprised that Murray's not leaving my room to eat her food. So I guess she just wanted to spend time with me.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of that, Murray, after I leave, you should get a chance to eat your food. And one thing I forgot to do was that I said earlier that I was going to shower, but I forgot to do that. So next time my hygiene alarm goes off, which would be tomorrow, I am getting a shower. Which I'll admit, I'm not the best example of a hygienic person because I shower every 2 to 5 days. Which I'm good at remembering deodorant, but my oral hygiene sucks. And why I'm saying
I'm
that
pretty
is
good when it comes to hygiene.
yeah, and why I am saying that about myself is to keep future me accountable for his future hygiene, which is a good
To
thing.
me, to me, I saw her pretty much every day. One time every day, or sometimes 2 times, either in the morning or night, or just one or the other
Yeah,
every day.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about Stormio, but I'm pretty sure that you would be the most hygienic Floridian of the group.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just judging by how you use. And I'm just judging by what you said about your hygiene.
I'm pretty sure Enzo does something similar to what I do, from what I can tell when he's with us. If
Yeah,
he showers.
and from when we did 24 hours together, part 1, I brought 2 days worth of clothes, which was a smart call on my end.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to bring my 2 days worth of clothes for the part 2 and the other parts of the 24 hours together.
Yeah. Yeah, after the podcast episode recording, I'm gonna let Angel know the same thing, being like, hey, if you out with how I brought 2 days worth of clothes last time we did 24 hours together, I would say you should do the same thing. Because he wore the same clothes for 2 days last time we did 24 hours together, part 1.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the Halloween Horror Nights IPs that we've gotten so far, there are some people that are still holding on to hope that we're getting a Ozzy Osbourne tribute, which I have a feeling that it would be a Hollywood exclusive if we do. But
Yeah.
which I'm not 100% sure, but I'd be surprised if it's at both coasts, given the fact that we've got a tribute to Bray Wyatt, who was a WWE wrestler before he passed away in 2023. Which the so far confirmed IPs that we have is Sinners, Stranger Things, and Hellraiser. And from when Brad Dudley, who is the actor of Pinhead, said that he can neither confirm nor deny before it was announced, I knew that there was hope, and guess what? We got it. And I'm happy for the Pinhead fans that we're getting Hellraiser at Halloween Horror Nights. Maury, you're not Maury, get off of my desk. Hey, psst, get off of my desk. Thank you. And you're also not supposed to be on the dresser either. Yeah, that's why I want to get a cat desk bed. That way none of the cats goes on my dresser. Which
Today
I have 2
I'm
dressers
picturing
as a
inside the. Oh, sorry.
I have 2 dressers as a temporary thing because where they're at right now is where my custom wardrobe is going to be for by time when I get it. Which is why I haven't done a room tour yet. Not because I don't enjoy room tours, don't get me wrong, I do. It's just I want to wait until November to do a room tour. Simply because doing 2 a year it feels a bit taxing for me in the perspective of making content, which is why I'm just going to stick with 1 per month. Well, 1 per year. There you go. Mari stepped out of my room, which I hope
I was
that
literally
she's
just
getting
gonna
her
say.
food.
I was going to say just like you were like, hey, get off my desk, and I was gonna say, well, the cat's thinking, you're not my dad. I do what I want.
Yeah, I kept my calm about it, which is good. And from when
Anyway,
I introduced Ray to my room, she didn't go on the desk, which is good. She got on my chair. She's been on the couch. She's been on my bed. She's been a sweetheart from when I gave her a chance to see what my room is like. And
when
as
it comes
for Nina, I am not 100. I honestly don't trust her being in my room because last time I gave her a chance to be in my room, she was being territorial underneath of my bed, and I kicked her out for it because I do not want the cats to be territorial underneath of my bed.
Right.
Which, it's a part of their instincts. I get it, but I don't want that in my room.
Right.
Right.
And I also got a new laundry hamper because my old one was torn to shit to where it was falling apart because of how old it is. Which, it's a hexagon-shaped one.
The same shape from the D&D things, right?
Yes. Which, it was a foldable barrel that I used to have, but I threw it away because it was falling apart with how old it was.
Gotcha.
And we're almost at the 2 hours and 30-minute mark, which we are 2 hours and 15 minutes in.
So when it comes to my cat Pepper, which I know you Jason, seen it when you were at when we were at the part one of 24 Hours Together.
Yeah, she was shy at first, and then she was like rubbing against my legs and face rubbed my hand, and before I had left, she floofed on my shoulder as I gave her uppies.
Oh.
Anyways, she just for some reason she doesn't. When I close my door in my bedroom, she just decided to come out and just stay next to my door and wait for me to open it to let her out of my room. But back then, when I don't have all of this stuff I have here, like just my bed, my setup with the PC and the TV, back before I make tech content and start my PC business, she loves being on my bed. But I was like, partly because there's too much stuff is happening here.
Yeah,
Like,
which
there's
would
really
make
not
sense
much.
given the fact that you have 3 siblings, which I won't say their names for privacy reasons.
And maybe like I was like, there's not a lot of people, like not a lot of traffic in terms of like people coming in and out in my bedroom.
Yeah,
Maybe because there's just a lot of actual objects in my room, a lot of stuff,
yeah,
boxes, computer parts. I think that's what makes her when I escape my room.
yeah. And from when I saw your place in person for the first time, I was like, the photos that you sent does not do it justice.
Yeah, you're right. We just not do it justice at all.
And from when I saw the arcade machines, I don't remember if it was your mom or if it was your dad from when I said something about it at the time, but I was surprised that I saw Big Buck Hunter in there, and one of them said that both of your parents grew up with arcade games, which Big Buck Hunter has always been a big part of my life when it comes to arcade games. Which is why that whenever I play survival games, I usually find a place to call home, build my home, and then I would go on some hunts here and there to see how things will play out. Like 7 Days to Die, for example. I miss playing 7 Days to Die, which is a zombie apocalypse game. And Don't Starve Together, I haven't played that in 3 years, so I can't say on whether or not if I miss it, given the fact that I haven't played much of it. And as for other multiplayer games I usually play, it's usually PvE 9 times out of 10, or it's community games like Among Us, Goose Goose Duck, Crab Game, you name it. Which I don't have party animals, but it is in the list of games that I do want to play at some point, let alone for community game nights. Which The best way I can describe it is that it's Gang Beasts, but with animals. Which, gameplay wise, it's the same thing. Which the difference is Gang Beasts is different colors, and Party Animals is with animals. And when it comes to collaborations that I've seen Party Animals do, I was caught by surprise to see that they were doing a Cut the Rope collab, which I don't know if they still are, but I'm 100% gonna be Omnom when I start playing Party Animals.
Mm.
And with how we're 10 minutes away from our casual time point, I ran out of things to talk about.
Yeah.
So
I'm just trying my best to stay wide awake.
You're good.
that's fair. Which I can
Yeah, I
tell
don't
that you need some sleep after this podcast episode is done.
I'm still willing to keep going.
You sure? Because alright, so how about this? Do you guys want to go for 10 minutes or do you want to wrap up here?
As long as we have a topic to talk about, then
Yeah.
yeah.
I have nothing left to talk about for the episode.
Yeah, me neither, unless either one of you either Sane or whoever here has anything to talk about.
To be honest,
I'm just
I
the
mean,
observer.
I was like, how you're the observer, I'm the guest, and then I was just like, well,
Yep.
it's like, damn.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be 100% honest before we wrap up. It honestly feels good that we were able to do a merch collab for the 4th anniversary of the Buddies. And we confirmed this in episode 34, but we're doing another merch collab with Steelfish Studios for New Year's 2027.
True.
So
And there goes my hat.
Yep, there goes the hat.
I got a video idea about this iPod, and so much experience of buying them used. So people who want to get one of these but don't have money to buy brand new can get the information from me.
Yeah, that is a good point. Alright,
Yeah.
so Shane is an observer, so he's neutral. John, AMV, do you want to go for 10 minutes or do you want to wrap up?
Probably, to be honest with you, just wrap up because I still haven't let my dog out, and he's probably a little upset. So.
That's fair.
I mean, I'm willing to wrap up if we don't have nothing to talk about.
Yeah, we got nothing left to talk about.
Yeah, so
Alright, so good collab 2. Who knows if we'll do a second collab with another previous guest that we have had, depending on scheduling for the collab partner in question. And as for the audience at home, thank you for watching episode 40 of the All Things Nerdy podcast. We were joined by John, aka Blind Tech, Shane, aka Shanimation, and myself, Jason, aka Samaroni, featuring AMV God from Team Ghost Trick. Thank you for watching this episode. We appreciate you all, and we will see you in the next one.